Now, this thing was obviously huge. You know, this tape alone, I've talked to people and they said it's responsible for starting gangs in their city, you know, along with things like Colors and, you know, Dope and all that. But Banging on Wax
Right,
was had played a big role in spreading the knowledge of the Crips and Bloods throughout the world, not just the, you know, the states. But you guys were on Maury Povich. I mean, every news station was talking about this. Can you talk about the time
right.
specifically, you know, just right after it dropped and you're like, damn, this is a hit?
Well, I was still going to high school, so I was like at a continuation school called Hillcrest in Inglewood. So at that time, you know, they didn't even tell us when it was on drop. You know, they just was like, okay. So this was a thing too. Like the album wasn't supposed to be so commercial as it was. So when we first did it, they told us, look, we're gonna do a Bloods and Crips album. Don't use y'all real names. Y'all use some like fake names, and you know, we're just gonna put a cover with a blue rag and a red rag, and we're just gonna throw the album out there. That's what they told us in the beginning. So we're like, all right. So that's how we came up with these little nicknames. So that's why I came up with Lil CK, because at that time it was a CK from all Bloods. Damn near every Blood hood had a CK. So that's what I was trying to represent. Like I'm gonna represent all the homies, you know, across LA. You know what I'm saying, with that name. So that's where I picked that up from. My brother, his name from the hood was Red Rag, but Big Y chose to be that name. He was like, I'm gonna be Red Rag. So my brother's like, okay, I'm gonna come up with something. So then he came up with the murder backwards with the 187 backwards. So he's like, I'm gonna be Red Rum 781, which, you know what I'm saying, that name just stuck with him. Bolo, he was Lil Stretch from Bounty Hunter. So, you know what I'm saying, like he came in at the ass end, so he didn't know you were supposed to use fake names. So he came in with his name, Lil Stretch. So they didn't know that was his name. So and then Dog, he had Dog, that was his name. His name was just Dog. He just went with that. So we weren't supposed to show our faces or nothing. So at that time, the news people started coming to us and wanted to put us on TV and all this and that, and tell us, hey, remove your rags. And so, you know, we're young and dumb, you know, trying to be famous and, you know, not putting ourselves out there. So we started taking off our rags and started like, you know, fuck it, like, hey, it is what it is. This is who we are, you know. So, yeah, we didn't even know that it was going to do what it did. You know, we were shocked ourselves. So, like I said, I'm going to school, and you know, people like everybody like hearing the song, and then, you know, every picnic we go into, everywhere we go, they playing the music. We driving down the street. You know what I'm saying? It was like, you know, something new to us. Like, damn, like people really like this. Like, and we dissing. It's like, I don't know. It was like Crips liked it, Bloods liked it. I'm talking about Crips like the Blood side.
Oh, yeah.
And it was, you know what I'm saying? It was Bloods that like some of the Crip side. You know what I'm saying? They'll play it low key, and you know what I'm saying? So it was just like, I don't know. It just did something that we didn't know it was going to do. But I really think this is what kind of did it too. I think at the time you had the NWA breakup, so their music wasn't dropping. Then Death Row, it was taking so long for Snoop to come out. Everybody was waiting on Snoop. But so at that time, we dropped like 3 albums by the time Snoop dropped one. No, 2 albums. So people they just wanted to hear some gangster hood music. And I think we took the place of them not hearing the commercial gang music, hood music. You know, we just gave it to them raw and just straight. This is what it is. This is what LA Streets is about. And it was just like an add-on to Colors, so people just loved it. But we wasn't trying to. So Bangin' on Wax was supposed to be a truce. It was supposed to be a truce album. I don't know how they wanted it to be a truce album with us dissing, but it's supposed to be like a come together, kumbaya type of thing. But that's not what it turned into. It just they let us diss. You know what I'm saying? And say certain shit we shouldn't have said, and it just took off and went where it went. You know.
Yeah. And I'm not trying to get in your pockets or anything, but is it safe to say that most of the people who participated in this project didn't get what they should have gotten financially?
Oh yeah, that's no secret. Basically, they was having us like it's funny because it sounds funny now that when you hear it back, but we was young and we wasn't thinking. You know what I'm saying? Nobody had no experience in music. didn't know split sheets, didn't know contracts, didn't know copyright, we didn't know nothing. So they would come in and be bringing us chicken. It's like I said, it sounds funny, but that's what it was. They be bringing us 40 ounces, and we be drinking and just partying and smoking weed and having fun, vibing, trying to write songs, and they just throw a contract in our face like, "Hey, we probably gonna put this out next week because we did the whole album in like a week." It's like we're gonna try to put it out next week, y'all. And we excited and we drinking and we what I'm saying, young, and they throw the contract in our face like, "Here, sign here." We don't even read the contract. We just sign it.
Mm.
And so everybody did that. So anybody who didn't do it, we didn't know about. They would do it behind the scenes or whatever they did. The little secret stuff they would do would be behind the scenes type of stuff. So this is what they promised us. Once this album is over, you all will get individual group, either a solo contract or a group contract, and those contracts is going to be right. Y'all going to get y'all just do and this and that. And so with that one, we found out they sold our publishing for $1. So we got screwed on that. So then when we were supposed to do our solo albums, by that time, my mother, she had got a hold to the contract, and she was like, "Man, y'all all over the place. Y'all got billboards, y'all got this going on, y'all got that going on. Maury Povich, y'all on the news, y'all all over the place. Y'all in front of record stores. They done painted pictures of y'all in front of record stores." And she's like, "But where's the money? We're gonna have a lawyer look over y'all contract." So we like, all right, we don't know nothing. We like a contract. All right, well, yeah. They look over a contract like, this is a joke. This is a joke. They was like, "Hey, screw y'all. Don't do no more business with them."
Mm.
So we like, what? Like, don't do more business. Like, what? That's our outlet to music. They like, yeah, but they screwing y'all. Y'all, they are making all the profits while y'all are getting nothing, and you guys are putting y'all faces on TV and all over the place for rival gangs and people to come do something to y'all, and y'all not getting nothing for it. Y'all doing all this for free. So we like, oh hell no, oh hell no. So eventually, people, we had people all over LA, like they knew who we were and just loving the music and want to see us go further. So we eventually got signed by to a manager contract with Big Jake, which, rest in peace, that was the whole Death Row.
Yeah.
Type thing. He was a manager for DJ Quick, so he was trying to get us a deal, and he eventually got us in the office with Suge to freestyle for Suge. So that's another little situation. We ended up freestyling for Suge, and he wanted to sign us. So he said at that time he wanted to sign us, and all this and this and that. But that didn't work out. But that's how we ended up eventually being on Death Row.